And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Locke looks to throw it again. Flush to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Hamler now on the return. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Lock now on first down. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like Something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, and he finds his tight end, Graham. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Here's Dalton.
line.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hand.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sacked. The tackle made back.
That right now,
9-yard line.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there are certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
At the 19-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Locke going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's do or die for Dalton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.